In 2021, I had just came back from Florida and I was in the darkest season of my life. I was struggling with depression, anxiety, um, and I had just separated from a very abusive relationship that really tore everything down. Every little bit that I had left inside of me that I loved about myself, was completely tore down. And I was hopeless. Remember this one night where things got really bad? I was held hostage and beaten all night long. I remember a specific moment where I was on my knees begging for my life. And he looked at me and he said, "Tell me one reason why you should live." And they say, at the brink of death, your life flashes before your eyes, but I saw death flashing before my eyes. I had nothing. I'm not worth anything. No one would care if I would be gone. Why do I deserve to live? I don't deserve to live. Yet by the grace of God, with an outstretched arm and a mighty right hand, he protected me. And my sister called me that week and she said, "I got you a plane ticket. You're coming out here. You're coming back to Massachusetts." And she was like, "If you don't get on that plane, I'm gonna drag you out here." But I remember being so angry. And I was here and I was surrounded by the people that loved me most, yet I felt so alone. And I found myself pulling over one day and just asking God, why do I feel so alone when I'm surrounded by the people that love me most? And all I could hear was "It's time for you to come home." And my sister just kept inviting me to church over and over again. That would always blow her off. But there was this one day that I was like, "I'll come." And from there, it was just a domino effect. The Lord was just showing up. And I met Pastor Devin at Growth Track, and he invited me to one of the 508 Leaders Advance. And it was out of my comfort zone, but it was so evident that the Lord's mercy and his kindness, and he was coming for me. And it was at that Leader Advance that he had stopped me. And he said, "Heather, from this day forward, your life's gonna be different." And it's never been the same. He surrounded me with a spiritual family that has loved me back to life. Connect has loved me back to life. They loved me so much that they didn't let me stay where I was at, but they loved me where I was at. Fast forward 4 years, and I'm on staff at Connect. I married my best friend, who's one of the greatest men of God that I know. And I am rich in community. And I want to encourage you that if you feel lost, if you feel hopeless, if you feel like there's nothing else left, give us a year of your life and you will be loved back to life. And if you've ever felt lost, let me be the first to say, welcome home.